Boom! Welcome back, everybody. This is Vince from Breakthrough Entrepreneur. And about a week ago, I posted some Facebook Lives and some posts on online saying that I was going to this great conference up in Denver. It was actually called Unlock the Secrets, and it's part of ClickFunnels' private coaching mastermind group. Amazing conference, just jam-packed full of mindset, marketing, and getting to do this with fellow entrepreneurs and people that I've been getting to know and love over the last year. So it was an amazing time. And what was special about this is actually for the first time in this program, they brought their families in too. So people could bring in children to kind of start learning about marketing, entrepreneurship, and kind of interacting with some of the workshops that we were doing during this amazing 3-day event. So I got back from that just a few days ago, and my mind was kind of bombarded with all the things that I was thinking, trying to implement, trying to put on my schedule and time and kind of just absorb it. And I wanted to put together a quick video today of my top 7 takeaways from this amazing conference, and maybe that'll help you understand the conference, and those of you that went kind of see what I felt about that were in my opinion, my biggest takeaways right after this. All right, so my first takeaway from this great conference, Unlock the Secrets, was how important it is to have business and personal life integrated for the entrepreneur to be the most successful. Now, a lot of people separate that and they think that, I can separate my business and personal life. What I noticed is that the most successful entrepreneurs, and actually those that were the most fulfilled, it seemed, and optimized, were the ones that were able to do that a little bit more, or at least were trying to. Seeing all of the children at this conference was really amazing to me. I don't have children, and bless those who take on that and even have 3, 4, 5, 6 children. But the ones who brought children, it was interesting to see these children interacting, paying attention. So you know that the home life is similar. Things are encouraged, like learning, respect, paying attention, and they brought that to the conference. Now, some of these young kids, I get it. They get tired. Some of them would check out at different times of the day, and they go and do fun stuff like the water park, etc. But for the majority of the time, I was very impressed by how they were respectful, they paid attention, they learned, and they were able to come with high-level concepts in these workshops and give back to the community too around us. And we got to hear these young entrepreneurs in the making interact with us at a very high level. And that reminded me how starting a breakthrough entrepreneur, how I was thinking I wanted something to align my personal and business life a little bit more. For a while, I had been separating it. I have a 6-figure digital agency where we do SEO and websites and other online marketing services. But I thought for a while that I was kind of separating the two. So when I came up with the concept of breakthrough entrepreneur, I was like, I get to interact with entrepreneurs a little bit more. I get to do interviews. I get to come up with to talk with people about great marketing and personal concepts and breakthroughs that they have, from mindset to sales funnels and everything in between. So it was impressive to see other entrepreneurs doing that with their family and integrating those two. Number 2, not only is it important to integrate your personal and business life, well, how are you doing that with your ideal client, your avatar, and your business as a whole? So the most successful entrepreneurs that I got to talk to, they're very aligned. They know what they're doing with their ideal avatar, their ideal client, and how they provide products and services to them. The most successful lineup here as well. And so like I said, I interviewed about 10 entrepreneurs at this conference, and I'll be releasing those interviews coming out soon on my channel. And I was so impressed to see many of them knew their ideal avatar. They knew the problems, the solutions they needed, and how their product services or their coaching programs were going to benefit them the most. When I started Breakthrough Entrepreneur, I thought, okay, well, I get to provide content first, and to do it in a way where I get to interact with my ideal clients, which are other entrepreneurs, other digital entrepreneurs who are trying to launch a brand, product, or service online, and how I could bring my experience running an SEO agency and providing SEO basics and foundations for brand visibility, and also help integrate that with the marketing concepts that we're learning for sales funnels, direct marketing strategies, and create that platform and presence online that's going to provide the most powerful benefit and presence online for those that are launching online. So my third takeaway is know your platforms. And what I mean about that is that once you have identified your ideal avatar, where they are, where you want to be connecting with them at that's going to be your traffic source too. So there's a couple ways to get traffic. One is earn your way in, and another one is to buy your way in. You can buy it with ads. The other is you could earn your way in by doing great content and providing valuable resources on your platforms. So you're not supposed to disperse yourself too much across too many platforms because it takes a lot of energy to manage all of those. So rather than doing that, focus on one or two platforms. And I'm electing to do YouTube. YouTube, I love listening to YouTube. I listen to long form podcasts, trainings, mindset, strategy things on there, marketing information, and I'll just press play and I'll go about doing my business and I'll hear that along the way. I do the same with podcasts. I'll put on a good podcast, I'll work, I'll do dishes, I'll do personal things, I'll get on a road trip. All of those two platforms are the ones I elected to use so that I could reach out to my audience and kind of bring them the information that I want to through Breakthrough Entrepreneur on YouTube first, and then we're going to pull out the audio with some distribution, redistributing of the same content and leveraging that so that it can go into podcasts, blog posts, other things. But I'm electing YouTube as my primary. My secondary is going to be podcast. So I'll be distributing content for Breakthrough Entrepreneur through those channels. Number 4 that I learned from this conference as a biggest takeaway was value ladder. Now, those of you who know it know that it's like a ladder. It steps up, and you're focusing on the low end of the value ladder, and funnel is where you're going to be providing free information and lead magnets all the way up to your highest level of the value ladder, which is going to be your premium coaching programs or courses or product, whatever it is that you're providing your avatar, to know your value ladder as you're starting. So sometimes people just start with content, start building a base, kind of like I'm doing, but very soon I'm going to come out with free templates for Breakthrough Entrepreneur within mindset, planning, strategy that we're learning from all of these great coaches, and some of my own that I'm coming up with that are going to be about branding yourself online, starting that content or marketing platform with SEO and marketing strategies combined. So very soon I'll have those as free templates that I'm going to be giving out. And then I have ideas about how I'm going to funnel that up all the way to some great ideas I have next year for retreats, renting out nice places either here in the US or abroad, and getting all these entrepreneurs together and doing these retreats where we focus on mindset, spirit, body, marketing, sales funnels, SEO strategies, and we get to be around other entrepreneurs, have some chef prepared meals, and do some other things that are going to be really for those optimized entrepreneur types. And I'm really looking forward to that, and I'll be dripping that content out on this channel as well. Okay, my 5th takeaway from the conference was people buy from those that they know, like, and trust. And the most successful entrepreneurs that I got to talk to at this conference and I've learned from are the ones who've done that the most effectively. And so as I'm creating my channels, I'm creating my product lines, and I'm thinking about how I want to do content and interact with my audience and my ideal customers, I also have to know they have to know, like, and trust me. Well, one of the ways they do that is through your content creation, providing value to them, the free information that I'm going to be giving, the great interaction and interviews I'm going to get to do with these successful entrepreneurs. That's all very valuable ways to build like and trust with your audience and get them to know you as well. So know, like, and trust is very important. Figure out how I'm doing that in my business, and I advise anyone else is how are your customers interacting with you in a way that gets them to know, like, and trust your business, your brand, your product, whatever it is. The most successful ones going from 0 to multiple 7 figures that I get to interact with and talk to seem to do that very well, and which allows them to have a lot of success in a short period of time. Number 6, leverage your time. So one of the things that we're talking about in this conference, and we've talked about it in past ones too, is that you're going to be the most successful when you're focusing on the things that you're the best at or you have your particular expertise in. And find others to fill the roles of those things you don't do very well. Now, some of this sounds like common sense, and you may have heard it before, but over and over again, I heard this messaging from some of the entrepreneurs who are struggling a little bit more, just starting out, and especially from the ones that have already done that and been there and are creating seven-figure annual businesses and are very successful. They know what they're the best at. They focus on those items, and they find relationships or hire or partnerships with those that can fill the gaps so that they don't have to do that. Now, I'm not saying that everyone says that they need to not do some things that they don't want to do. Sometimes you have, if it's part of your expertise or it helps you build a particular competence in a subject matter that you need to know for your business, well, then maybe you need to do that. But also knowing what you're good at, what you're not good at that you may need to know, and what you're not good at that you can actually have somebody else do was a common theme across many of these entrepreneurs. Coaching works the same way as well. So with coaching, you're kind of shortcutting the education process. So find coaching programs, find mentors that are going to help you also leverage your time so that you can learn the things that you need to learn at the time you need to, and from people who have been there before. Saves tons of time as well. That's why I'm so happy to be part of my ClickFunnels Mastermind group, the 2CCX program, and have been at this conference because I get to learn from people who shortcut, who put in hours of time and know where you can spend your time to get the most impact. That's also why I started this channel, so that I could learn from others and actually share that knowledge that we're learning to help others get the breakthrough that they need in their business, whether it's a mindset, strategy, daily planning and rituals that might help some, a marketing strategy for a particular type of business niche, all the way to working on spirituality or alignment or daily, anything that's going to help the entrepreneur get to their next level to help leverage your time. And finally, number 7, find your tribe. And so I'm very blessed that I got to be a part of this group, that I first heard of this group at the Great Funnel Hacking Live conference in 2018. And if you haven't heard about that, there'll be one coming out next year as well. But go to ClickFunnels, learn about Funnel Hacking Live. These are great conferences that you get just tons of value and information from some of the best marketers on the planet right now and influencers. And being a part of this community and private mastermind group that I'm a part of has given me that tribe, that community that I was really, really looking for. As an entrepreneur, it can get a little lonely. It can get a little bit, you feel isolated sometimes, even from your friends and family. They don't think the same way that you do. And being around others who are having the similar problems, that are going through the first 6 steps of this video and figuring those things out for themselves as well, has been a part that's really nourished me inside, and that I feel very fortunate and blessed to be a part of. And staying connected with them through weekly calls, through private Facebook groups, through these types of personal interactions at these conferences is something that is invaluable. If you don't have a tribe, find one. If you can find people who have on the similar path to you in your business, whether it's in the same niche or just generally entrepreneurs, it is so important to have that brotherhood and community to help support you through the struggles from some others that know those struggles and know the commitment and the hurdles that you have to go through to get where you need to be. And also that's why Breakthrough Entrepreneur, this community I started. I wanted to be able to interact with my tribe on a continuous basis. My brothers and sisters that I've met through 2CCX community, and be able to take that information to do the things that we do offline when I'm in a private conversation and talk about all these great ideas. I wanted to be able to provide a platform that I could do that all the time and actually provide this interview or this breakthrough that I'm getting with others who are just starting out, who are looking for those valuable tools or tips or hacks or success frameworks that they maybe aren't getting from other places. So those are my top 7 takeaways. I hope that was helpful to you. Many other people are going to have other breakthroughs that they got from this conference, but those are my top 7, and I hope that they help you out. Please subscribe, like below, and I'm going to be coming out with my interviews that I had from some very successful entrepreneurs very soon now. Here in the next few weeks, I'm going to be dripping those out and coming up with some So I'm going to put those together into a compilation too and then release them separately. I'm not really sure exactly, but it's amazing information from some multiple seven-figure earners, all the way down to those that are starting out and in the process of building that amazing business as well. So subscribe, and look out for these upcoming awesome interviews and content. I'll see you soon. Take care.